El reino de Mirtana, unificado por el rey Robar II. Durante los muchos años de su reinado, logró vencer a todos los enemigos de su reino, menos a uno. La guerra contra los orcos se cobraba su tributo, y los prisioneros del reino iban a pagar el precio. El rey necesitaba espadas para su ejército, y todo hombre culpable de un delito, por insignificante que fuese, se vio obligado a trabajar en las minas de Corinis. Para que les resultase imposible escapar, el rey envió a los mejores magos del reino para que crearan una barrera mágica alrededor de todo el valle. Yo fui uno de ellos, pero algo perturbó la delicada estructura mágica. Nos quedamos atrapados dentro de nuestra creación. Un segundo de negligencia bastó para los prisioneros, y aunque los rebeldes no se atrevían a tocarnos, no pudimos hacer nada. El rey no tuvo opción. Tuvo que negociar. Necesitaba el mineral. Pero sus antiguos esclavos exigían un alto precio. Durante meses, el rey proporcionó todo lo que necesitaban los prisioneros. Durante meses, a cambio, ellos llevaban el mineral al borde de la barrera. A lo largo de los años, se ha intentado abrir la barrera mágica en varias ocasiones, pero no ha sido posible. Hasta hoy.
En el nombre del rey Robar II, portador del cetro de Varán, sentencio a este recluso a...
¡Alto! Recluso, tengo que hacerte una oferta. Esta carta debe llegar al líder de los magos del fuego.
Pierdes el tiempo.
Podrías escoger la recompensa que quisieras. Te darán todo lo que pidas.
Muy bien, llevaré la carta. Con una condición. Ahórrame el resto de sus chorradas.
¿Cómo osas? ¡Silencio! De acuerdo, metedle dentro.
Bienvenido a la colonia.
Dejadle en paz. Largaos de aquí. Levántate.
I'm Diego.
I'm
not interested in who you are. You've just arrived. I look after the new arrivals. That's all for now. If you plan to stay alive for a while, you should talk to me. But of course, I won't keep you from choosing your own destruction. Well, what do you think?
okay. What do I need to know about this place?
We call it the colony. You'll know already that we produce ore for the king. Well, at least we do, in the old camp. There are 3 camps within the barrier. The old camp is the biggest, and it was the first.
How do I get to the old camp?
You just follow this path. The old camp is the next reasonably safe-looking place you'll come across. There are a lot of wild beasts between the camps. You'd be mad to walk around without a weapon.
Where do I get a weapon?
When you get to the old mine, have a look around. I'm sure you'll find something useful. The mine is easy to find. It's just a few meters along the canyon.
Why did you help me?
Because you needed help. Otherwise, Bullet and his boys might have killed you. And I couldn't just stand by and watch, because I came all this way to make a suggestion.
A suggestion?
Yes. After this little incident with Bullet and his guys, you should be aware now that you need protection. Everyone who arrives here has a choice. There are 3 camps in the colony, and you'll have to join one of them. I'm here to show the new ones that the old camp is the best place for them.
Where's Bullet now?
He and the others bring the goods from the outside world into the camp. You'll find him there, but if you plan to fight him, be careful. He's an experienced warrior.
I have a letter for the High Magician of the Circle of Fire.
Really?
I was given it by a mage shortly before they threw me in here.
You're lucky I can't afford to show my face around the mages anymore. Anyone else would gladly slit your throat for that letter. That's because the mages pay their couriers a lot, and most people here don't have anything. If I were you, I'd shut up until I met one of the mages. Although in your situation, that's not likely to happen.
Why not?
The mages are in the castle in the old camp. Only Gomez's people are allowed to enter the castle.
Who's Gomez?
Gomez is the most powerful ore baron. He's the boss of the old camp, the most powerful man in the colony.
Let's assume I want to join his people. What do I need to do?
At the gate of the castle, you'll find a man called Thoris. Tell him Diego sent you.
Thanks for your help.
We'll meet in the old camp.
What are you doing here?
Making sure no one gets near the exchange place, especially one of those cutthroats from the new camp. You're the new guy they chucked in today, right?
That's me.
Then you'd better watch out for the guys from the new camp. I work for the old camp, same as the others you saw at the exchange place. I assume you've talked to Diego.
Yes, I have.
Good. Then you know what's what around here.
I saw a woman being sent down with the goods.
Yeah, the ore barons get everything they want.
Do you mean to say the king exchanges women for ore?
They're convicted criminals too, of course. But if Gomez hadn't asked for them, they'd be sitting in some dungeon or other. I'm not sure what's worse.
I'm looking for a...
There should be some old weapons by the derelict mine, further down the canyon. But don't go and start a war with nothing but a rusty pickaxe for a weapon. Those things are slow and heavy. An inexperienced fighter should never use one of them unless it's an emergency. You'd better make sure you reach the old camp in one.
I'm not listening to all that.
Maybe.
Hey, you.
What do you want?
I want to warn you. If you continue this way, you'll be entering our hunting ground.
What do you hunt?
Mostly scavengers. There's a lot of meat on them. Besides, it ain't too hard to get them, once you know how.
Really? How's that?
Ask my friend Drax here. He knows more about these things than anyone.
Why is this area so dangerous?
You've just arrived, haven't you? There are different areas in this colony which are all more or less dangerous. The paths between the camps are quite safe, but even there you might come across some wolves which look on you as easy prey. And that's exactly what you are until you get a proper weapon and armor.
Where can I get better equipment?
The nearest place is that old camp. Just follow the path that brought you here. But you can get the stuff cheaper in our new camp, provided you know the right people. If you go to the old camp, ask for Mordrag. He's one of us. For just a little ore, he'll sell you the proper goods.
Tell me more about the areas of the colony.
If you travel between the camps, you'll need a map to distinguish paths and dead ends. Dead ends often lead you to dangerous canyons where you encounter creatures you'd better avoid. Do not enter the old ruins. There are too many around here, and most of them are old fortifications dating back to the time of the First Orc War. Some are abandoned orc dwellings. There are often orcs in those ruins, or even worse creatures. I'd avoid those places, especially at night. And one more hint, don't go into the forest.
Where do I get a map?
Ask the people in the old camp. There's a cartographer living there. Maybe you can steal one of his maps. If you manage to do it, take one from me as well.
If I manage to get them without paying, I'll take as many as I can carry.
You're all right. You should consider coming to the new camp. In case you go there, ask for Lars. He takes care of the new ones. I'm sure he'll have a job for you.
Thanks for your help.
Don't go thinking everyone's gonna be so friendly, kid. There may not be much in a newcomer's pockets, but some folks would even beat you up for a pickaxe.
I'll keep it in mind. You're hunting, aren't you?
Looks like it. What do you want?
Do you have some hints for the hunt?
I could teach you a few things, but everything has its price.
Which would be how much?
A good gulp of beer will do to start with. Then we'll see.
Here you are. Take a beer and tell me about hunting.
Scavengers. That's what we call the big birds. Should be attacked one after the other. It's easy to lure single scavengers from the pack. If you come too close, they'll become irritated. After a while, they'll storm in your direction. At this point, you should be waiting for them with a raised weapon. If you manage to strike the beast before it hits you, you have to keep fighting. Then you'll be able to defeat the creature without being hurt yourself. If it hits you first, well, just don't let him.
What else can you tell me about hunting?
A lot, but it'll cost you more than a beer. If you know how, you can take the creature's teeth, claws, and skin. It's hard to get them, but they are valuable. At least every merchant will trade those things with you.
I better keep...
If you flick.
That was lucky.
Let me pass.
What are you doing out here?
I want to be left in peace, so get lost.
Why are you here and not in the camp?
I'm waiting for a friend to return from the mine. He owes me some ore. I can't turn up in the camp without the ore. I couldn't pay the protection money for the guards, and then things would get real heavy for me.
Where do you think you're going?
To the camp.
You ain't come to make trouble, have you?
Diego says I'm to meet him in the camp.
Okay, in you go then.
Tell me something about the old camp.
It's the biggest, and once he sent, you can also get some of it. All you have.
Take care. I am new here.
Just arrived, have you? I'm Grim. I haven't been here for long either. I was thrown in with the load before you.
What's life like here?
Easy going, as long as you pay your share of protection money to the guards.
But keep it to yourself. People don't need to know.
What do I have to do if I want to get admitted to this camp?
Well, first of all, you have to become a shadow. Therefore, you have to find somebody who supports you, somebody who explains everything to you and takes responsibility for you. If I was you, I'd try to keep close to Diego. I did it like that. He's quite all right. He'll make you take the test of faith. That's different from everybody. Then there'll be some other smaller tasks from other shadows. If you manage them, you'll be with us.
What was your test of faith?
I can't tell you, man. You have to be silent about things like that here.
There must be something about that story after all. Same.
Hey, you!
Are you talking to me?
I'm warning you, people like you can get into trouble awfully quick round here. And most of the guys they chuck in here are bastards. They think they can do what they like to you, but we won't allow that. Gomez wants some peace in the camp, and we guards make sure he gets it. But it's a job that doesn't come cheap. That's why I'm asking you for some ore. Look on it as a kind of token of friendship. You help us, and we'll help you. If you get in trouble, we'll be there for you.
You shouldn't believe everything you hear.
Is that a threat?
On the contrary, it's an offer of friendship.
Same old story every time.
You mean you want me to pay protection money? No thanks. I can take care of myself.
Have it your own way, kid. You'll soon regret turning down a friendly offer.
See ya.
Take care of yourself, kid.
I'm new here. Who are you?
I am Baal Taran of the Brotherhood of the Sleeper.
What is the Brotherhood of the Sleeper?
We're a community of believers in a new faith. Our camp is situated in the east, in the swamp. I've come to preach the words of the Sleeper to strangers like you.
Who is the Sleeper?
The Sleeper is our Redeemer. He disclosed himself 5 years ago through Iberian, our master. Since then, we have renounced the three gods, and you should do so as well. The gods just stood by and watched while we were exiled to this prison. But the sleeper will lead us to freedom.
How do I get to the Brotherhood's camp?
I'm busy, but Baal Parvez should be somewhere in this camp as well. He's near the marketplace, on the other side of the castle. I believe he's even got his own hut there.
Tell me about the Sleeper's teachings.
The Sleeper is a powerful being, maybe even more powerful than Enos, the god of light. He is with us in spirit, but his power is still limited. He has been sleeping for 1,000 years, but now the moment of his awakening is near. He has chosen us to be witnesses to his awakening and to spread his word. So listen, all those who join the Sleeper will have immortal souls, but those who are against him will be punished. But the Sleeper is compassionate and sends proof of his might to all who doubt him.
How does your God prove his might?
He speaks to us through visions. Whoever hears his voice no longer doubts his might. If you take the weed which grows in the swamp, you will be close to the Sleeper and able to hear him. Some people even see images.
I see. What will the way to freedom look like?
We are preparing a great invocation of the Sleeper, in which all novices create the contact together. In this invocation, the Sleeper will reveal the path to freedom.
I need to get into the castle. Can you help me?
I fear I cannot, brother. The only ones among us who may enter the castle are those who supply the weed to Gomez. We gather swamp weed and sell part of it to the old camp in exchange for goods from the outside world. If you were one of the couriers working for Kor Kalom, you could get into the castle. But for that, you would need to be one of us. What do you want to do in the castle anyway?
I want to meet somebody there.
Do you? Who? And why don't you just wait until he comes out?
He's one of the magicians.
Oh, well, they never leave the castle. You really will have to get in. What do you want from them anyway? Magic runes? Or potions?
That's right.
I knew it. What else would a guy like you want with the mages? I can give you some good advice. Forget the mages. They take far too much ore for their stuff. Magic runes and potions are much cheaper in our camp.
You have a job for me? What is it?
One of our guards has disappeared. He's called Neck. He might have gone over to the new camp. You're new here, and you'll get around quite a lot, so keep your eyes peeled. If you find him, I'll speak up for you in the camp.
What good will your speaking up for me do?
If you want to join the camp, you need people to speak up for you. If I speak up for you with Diego, that'd be a great help for you.
I'll see if I can find him.
If you meet Fletcher, ask him about Neck. He's taken over his district since Neck disappeared.
Where will I find him?
His district is the district of the arena. New here, are you? I don't know your face. I'm Sly. I have a job on offer for a newcomer. Same old story every time. I thought that had been cleared up ages ago. That wasn't very clever.
Hi, I'm new here.
What do you want from me?
I want to become one of you. I want to join the camp.
Looking for people to support you, eh? If you want me to have a word with Diego about you, you need to do me a favor.
What kind of favor do you want?
I want one of Fisk's weapons. He's one of the traders at the marketplace. You won't sell it to me. It's a broadsword with ornaments. I'll give you 100 ore to collect the weapon for me, but don't tell him about me.
Why won't he sell the weapon to you anymore?
We had a little argument.
And?
And that's all you need to know.
Did you ever consider that I might just run off with the ore?
Don't forget, the colony is small. If you run off with my ore, I'll find you.
Okay, give me the 100 ore nuggets. I'll get the thing.
Here you go. Come straight back to me.
Hey man, I'm Fisk. I trade goods of all kinds. If you ever need anything, you're in the right place here.
I'd like to buy a sword, but not just a simple one. I'd like something more ornamental.
I have one you'll like. The shadow who wanted to collect it won't be coming anymore. That'll be 110 ore. Interested?
Maybe later.
Wasn't very clever.
Fisk wants 110 ore for his sword now.
And you want me to give you the 10 ore now?
I thought you wanted to have that sword.
Here, take it. And now hurry.
I'd like to buy a sword, but not just a simple one.
I have one you'll like. That'll be one.
Yes, I'll take it.
You got a good deal here.
I have your sword.
Wasn't too hard, was it? Whatever. You do me a favor and I'll do you one. If Diego should ask after you, I'll speak in your favor. Until then, have a good time.
The sleeper be with you, stranger. I'm here to guide you onto the right path.
That won't happen again.
And which is the right path?
The path of the sleeper. He alone has the power to set us free. The gurus are preparing a great invocation in our camp. They want to get in contact with the sleeper. So far, he's just talked to us in visions, but now it's time to get in touch with him. We'll need as many supporters as possible for that. By focusing our spiritual power, we'll get through to him. Our camp is some distance away in the swamp. I can take you there, though, if you want.
What would be the benefit of joining you?
Maybe you're one of the chosen people who received the gift of magic from the sleeper. Or you might obtain the highest honors and become a Templar. Only the best fighters among us can obtain that position. If the sleeper is with you, you can even combine both. The best of the Templars receive the gift of magic as well. You see, our Brotherhood has a lot of possibilities for you. You should be aware of that before you decide on joining any other camp.
Why does that happen over and over again? That's the same old story every time.
Hey, you! I trade in swamp weed and potions from the sect camp. Do you want something?
What is swamp weed?
New here, are ya? You can smoke it. Very relaxing for most of us.
Something about that story after all.
I want to join the camp. I want to become a shadow.
Oh, you're looking for a chance to prove your worth? Good. You can do me a favor. If you do it well, I'll speak up for you in front of Diego.
What is it?
In the sect camp, there's a man called Kalam, quite a big shot. One of the gurus of the sect. Kalam is an alchemist. He has the recipe for an effective healing potion. I'd like to buy the recipe off him. Then I can produce it myself. But nobody can get near Kalam.
And what do you expect me to do?
The sect loonies are looking for new people all the time. You're new here. Just pretend you want to be recruited. Kalam is one of the gurus. That means he checks the new candidates. If you get in touch with him, try to get the recipe. Whether you want to pay for it or you don't, I don't care.
Sounds like a difficult business. How much is in it for me?
At some point, Diego will ask me if you're suitable for us. Just guess what my answer will depend on.
Maybe I'll have to pay for the recipe. Give me 50 ore as an advance payment.
Forget it.
No ore, no recipe.
Well then, we can talk about the ore as soon as you have the recipe.
No, I want to see ore right now or you can get your recipe yourself.
There's enough other newcomers. I think I should give the job to one of them.
Okay, I'll see if I can get the thing. Where is the sect camp?
Leave the camp through the south exit, then head eastwards. You'd better take a map. I got one here for 50 ore.
The south exit is the collapsed tower, isn't it?
Exactly.
Show me your goods.
Choose something. Hey, newcomer. I'm Mordrag. You should remember that name. You can buy any kind of goods from me at a cheap price. Choose something.
What are you doing here?
Me? I'm fighting for the glory of the sleeper.
You fight in the arena?
I was sent here from the swamp by my masters to fight for the sleeper. I'll fight here for his higher glory, so all infidels can see how strong his power has made me.
What is the sleeper?
You will find priests who'll be able to answer that question better than I can in our camp. I'll just tell you this much. The sleeper is our redeemer. He has led us to this place, and he'll get us out of here.
You mean you're waiting for your god to liberate you?
Yes, and the wait will soon be over. A great invocation is currently being prepared.
Could you describe the way to your camp?
There are always some novices around here in the old camp, willing to accompany newcomers like you to our camp. You only need to speak to them.
What kind of invocation is it you're planning?
Our prophets say that the common invocation of the sleeper is the key to freedom. If you want to find out more about it, just come to our camp. Step aside.
Hey, you!
If you want to get rid of your protection money, you've picked the wrong day.
Yeah? Why's that?
'Cause I'm not here!
Oh? Where are you then?
I'm actually at the castle, sitting by the big campfire, drinking a mug of beer.
Then how come I'm talking to you?
Nick's vanished. This district is usually his responsibility. And until he reappears, Thoris has ordered me to guard it.
Do you know where Nex got to?
No, and I'm not likely to find out. If anything, the diggers in this district might know something, but diggers don't talk to guards. Especially not now they know I hate this filthy work. I bet they're laughing behind my back.
Why don't you just collect some more protection money?
Nick did his rounds before he disappeared. There's not much left to collect now.
It's about Nick.
Yeah?
No news.
Keep me posted.
Hello.
I haven't seen you before. You're new here, aren't you?
Just recently arrived.
Have you already decided which camp you want to join?
No, what do you think?
Well, it depends. Each camp has its advantages, I guess. Until you've made your decision, you can stay here. A hut just became available.
What are the advantages of the old camp?
If you pay protection money to the guards, you can have a laid-back life here. They always interfere if one of the paying diggers is attacked. Besides, you can only get the goods from the outside world cheap here. These things are unaffordable in the other camps.
And what if two people fight each other who both pay protection money?
Then the guards just watch until one of them kills the other. Then they do him in.
What goods are considered precious here?
Everything from the outside world. Bread, cheese, and bacon, and above all, beer and wine. Not the cheap rice schnapps from the new camp, but really good stuff. You always get a good price for weapons, and armor is really expensive. The guards took the old armor off the prison guards after they killed them. You can always recognize them by their armor. They only sell it to other guards. You could never get a hold of one as an outsider.
I think I've heard enough about the old camp.
I like it here.
What are the advantages of the new camp?
If you're cool about getting your throat cut for a slice of bread, you should go there. No, it's not that bad, but it's different from here. Here, Gomez takes care that things are sort of peaceful. In the new camp, there is no law. The only ones powerful enough to have a say there are the water mages, but they're too busy studying the barrier all day.
Why should I join the sect?
Well, you better ask somebody from the sect camp. There are always a couple of novices in the camp, and I'm sure they can tell you a lot about the sect. I've never been there myself, but according to everything that's said, they must be really generous. None of the three camps seems to be as much in need of new people as the sect camp.
Which of the huts can I take for myself?
The hut over there with the little canopy is empty.
Which of the huts can I take for myself?
The hut over there with the little canopy is empty.
That's really not my problem. That won't happen again.
out of here.
A new day and nothing. Hey,
learning
what have you been doing?
It looks as if you knew what you were doing.
Nobody ain't complained yet, but that would be a bad idea anyway. Every idiot here needs a sword, and that is what they get from me.
How long does it take you to make one blade?
That depends. I'm as fast as a hurricane with simple swords. Of course, only on condition that the price motivates me. A freak like Whistler usually has to wait longer for his toy than other people.
Why? Doesn't he pay enough?
No, on the contrary. He gave me 150 ore for his last sword. The guy is into ornaments and girly stuff like that, and of course that's not cheap. Hey, you ain't curious at all, are you, pal?
I'd like to try working here as well.
Ah, but don't you think that you can make great blades?
What do I have to do?
Okay, take the steel and hold it into the fire. Then you have to lay the red-hot steel across the anvil. When you're finished, you put the hot blade into the water bucket over there to temper it. The cooled blade finally has to be sharpened on the grindstone.
I see.
However, you'll need some things for that. I could sell them to you.
I'd like to buy some blacksmith equipment.
If you think I would like to be in his shoes, though. As long as I'm not involved. As long as I'm not involved. Maybe, but who cares? Maybe. Some people never learn.
Take me to your camp. I want to have a look at it.
Very good. I'll go ahead. Follow me.